Greetings, Internet. I wanted to talk to you about something, and that something is... Death Stranding. I'm not gonna play it, I don't think I'll enjoy it, but I love it. Why? Most of all because it does something most AAA games nowadays don't. It dares to be different and even divisive. And for that fact alone, I admire it and the people who made it. Coming off his very popular Metal Gear Solid series, and practically inventing the modern stealth action genre, Japanese game creator Hideo Kojima wanted his next project to be a unique experience. He wanted to try something new and experiment a little, which is a luxury most less prolific game creators don't get. I mean, let's be honest. If you're the guy who made Metal Gear, publishers like Sony will support your ideas no matter what. They will hand you the money, resources, time, and most importantly, creative freedom on a silver plate. And that's the best thing about Death Stranding. It's a statement. A game by people who wanted to make it without a lot of compromises. Crafted by people with a vision of something they believe in. Kojima didn't want to play it safe and just put out more of the same. On the contrary, he put out something people were not expecting. He risked alienating his fanbase with a new, daring IP, with unique gameplay that people would either like or dislike. Death Stranding is not a game for the broad masses, and not even for a lot of his most devoted fans. From what I've heard, the gameplay mix of managing and delivering packages in an esoteric and drab post-apocalyptic world is obviously not enjoyable for everyone. Long stretches of quiet walking and picking up dropped cargo is not what a lot of gamers would consider exciting or fun. Me included, for that matter. There may be also enemies to fight and scary supernatural moments that can be pretty spectacular, but in the end it's more about the experience. A desolated, dark atmosphere and less about amusing gameplay. One just has to appreciate this game as the ballsy and brave move away from expectations that it is. Personally, I do appreciate games that try to get off the beaten path, and I'm a big fan of atmospheric games. So Death Stranding should be worth a try for me, right? Well, from what I've seen so far, I don't think it's the right game for me. Simply because I think I'm not the target audience. Not because I expect the game to be bad. I don't even feel left out of the loop or get angry at Kojima Productions for making a game that's intentionally not for gamers like me. I'm not just fine with that direction. In a strange way, I applaud it. I liked watching a lot of gameplay though. Just because the art style is intriguing to me and the visuals are just lovely to look at. The artistic style sets a great mood and I'm even interested in the world's lore and background. But that's enough for me. I'm fine with not wanting to play it and still being able to appreciate it for what it is and what it is intended to achieve. I also think a lot of other people obviously should not play it either. Maybe some who are unsure about it should give it a try, and if they come to a similar realization as me, accept the fact that not every game is made for you. Nor should it be. Not everything needs to please everyone. More games and media in general should try to break out of creative staleness and safe bets to take the risk of creating something people are not expecting. And I'm not talking about cute little indie games. I'm talking about big, expensively produced games. AAA titles with high production values should be more passionate about risks and creativity. Dear publishers, please give the creative people behind your games more freedom. Freedom to fail and triumph. After all, the most beloved games that we remember after many years to come are the ones who tried something new. They may not be perfect, but they're unique and stand out. I mean, even news outlets who usually never report anything video game related did pieces about Death Stranding and the people involved. In the big picture, the risk should be minimal anyway. Experimental games should be viewed in correlation with surefire successes like multiplayer shooters, annual sports titles, and open world games. Games that are pretty sure to make their money back and turn in a solid profit should be the ones paying for the more risky, innovative experiences if they fail. That's how it used to work before every game was expected to be the next record-breaking system seller. By releasing new standalone titles, there's always the possibility to give birth to the next big brand, the next franchise that makes even more money than those safer ones mentioned before. It's not just about risk, but about opportunity. With that in mind, I'm just glad a game like this is released today. That a game like this gets published by a big publisher like Sony and gets talked about, positively and negatively. A game that I have absolutely no interest in playing, a game I will certainly not enjoy, but one that I praise and cherish for simply existing. Thanks for listening, Internet, and see you next time.